searched the world, but it couldn't fill me. It's empty praise, some treasures that fade are never enough. You came along and put me back together. Every desire is now satisfied here in your love. Oh, there's nothing better than you. Oh, there's nothing better than you. Oh, there's nothing. Nothing is better than you. I'm not afraid to show you my weakness, my failures and flaws. For you see them all, and you still call me friend. 'Cause the God of the mountain is the God of the valley. There's not a place your mercy and grace won't find me again. Oh, there's nothing better than you. Oh, there's nothing better than you. Oh, there's nothing. Nothing is better than you. Oh, there's nothing better than you. Oh, there's nothing better than you. Oh, there's nothing. Nothing is better than you. You turn mourning to dancing. You give beauty for ashes. You turn shame into glory. You're the only one who can. You turn graves into gardens. You turn bones into armies. You turn seas into highways. You're the only one who can. You're the only one who can. Oh, there's nothing better than you. Oh, there's nothing better than you. Oh, there's nothing. Nothing is better than you. Oh, there's nothing better than you. Oh, there's nothing better than you. Oh, there's nothing. Nothing is better than you. You turn mourning to dancing. You turn beauty for ashes. You turn shame into glory. You're the only one who can. You turn graves into If the mountains were where you are, oh, how far I'd scale the valleys. If you grace the other side, oh, how long have I chased rivers from lowly seas to where they rise, against the rush of grace descending from the source of its supply. 'Cause in the highlands and the heartache, you're neither more or less inclined. I would search and stop at nothing, you're just not that hard to find. I will praise you on the mountain. I will praise you when the mountain's in my way. You're the summit where my feet are. So I will praise you in the valleys all the same. No less God in the shadows. No less faithful when the night leads me astray. You're the heaven where my heart is. In the highlands and the heartache all the same. Oh, 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 how far beneath your glory does your kindness extend the path, from where your feet rest on the sunrise to where you sweep the sinner's past. Oh, how fast would you come running if just to shadow me through the night, traces my steps through all my failures and walk me out the other side. For who could dare ascend the mountain of any hill called Calvary, before the one that called the shepherd, who like a lamb was slain for me? I will praise you on the mountain. I will praise you when the mountain's in my way. You're the summit where my feet are. So I'll praise you in the valleys all the same. No less God within the shadows. No less faithful when the night leads me astray. You're the heaven where my heart is. In the highlands and the heartache all the same. Whoa, whoa. You walk through wherever I am. Your name can move mountains wherever I stand. Whenever I walk through the valley of death, I'll sing through the shadows my song of ascent. Wherever I walk through, wherever I am, your name can move mountains wherever I stand. Whenever I walk through the valley of death, I'll sing through the shadows my song of ascent, my song of ascent. Oh, oh, oh.
your heads and pray with me. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this day. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to come worship you together as a school. I thank you for everyone here. I pray that you'll lead us well through our final weeks of this school year. Thank you so much for being here with us, and thank you for our speaker today. I pray that you'll give him the words to speak. In your name, amen. You may have a seat. Please welcome Jon Peacock.
Wheaton Academy, my name is Jon Peacock. It is great to be with you today. How many of you are ready for summer break? Come on, be honest. You're like, oh my goodness. Yes, the struggle is real, and not only you are feeling that, but just let me let you in on a little secret. I'm guessing the faculty here is kind of ready for summer break as well, and you guys are amazing. But before I start, I do want to say thank you to the faculty of this school. Thank you for giving your life. Thank you for investing the best hours of your day and of your week into the future. And it's an opportunity I think we have right now. Guys, can we just join together and thank the faculty of Wheaton Academy for the investment that they make into your life? I can just tell you guys right now, they could make a lot more money doing other things, but they've decided to say yes to Jesus to invest in your life. And this place is a special place. Wheaton Academy is an amazing place. And so I want us to get right to it. Mark chapter 1. Let me read this. Passing alongside the Sea of Galilee, Jesus saw Simon and Andrew, the brother of Simon, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. What were they? They were, you're going to have to work with me. They were fishermen. And Jesus said to them, "Follow me, and I will make you become fishers of men." Look at this next word. I have it bolded for you. Say it with me. Immediately. This is called fast obedience. They didn't negotiate. They didn't ask more questions. They didn't run a spreadsheet. They didn't weigh out pros and cons. What's the word? Immediately they left their nets and followed him. Simon and Andrew, I want you to think about what hung in the balance. Think about what hung in the balance. They would go on to change the world. Teenage boys that would literally go on to change the world. Think about what hung in the balance. For the rest of history, men would name their sons after them, Simon and Andrew. They had no idea really what hung in the balance, and neither do we. They said yes to Jesus. You may not know this, but there's about 1 million words in the English language. And yet I believe the single word that has the most life-transforming capability is the word yes. I'm here today to encourage you to say yes. Say yes. Say it with me. Say yes. Why am I on this stage? How in the world did I get to standing here before you today? Well, I decided a long time ago to say yes to Jesus calling. Jesus is calling. The question is, are you answering? Jesus is inviting you. The question is, will you say yes to him today? And not just today, tomorrow, and for every day for the rest of your life. How did I get here? Well, let's back up a number of years. As I said, my name is Jon, but never in a million years did I imagine that as a grown man, I would stand on a stage like this and talk to a bunch of amazing high school students like you about Jesus. Like, guys, seriously, this was not part of my plan. I never dreamed that I would be doing this. I never dreamed that I would stand on stages and encourage people to say yes to Jesus. If you rewind the clock, when I was your age, when I was a high school student, I went to Lake Park High School. I grew up in the community of Roselle, not too far from here. My dream was not to stand on stages like this. My dream was to play baseball in the Southeastern Conference. Show of hands, how many of you have heard of the SEC before? Yeah, I'm guessing most of you. That was my dream. Ever since I was a little guy, I wrote it in my baseball hat. Every hat that I had, SEC, I wrote it with a Sharpie underneath the brim of my hat. My friend said, "Yeah, you're pretty good, but Jon, let's be honest. Schools in the SEC don't recruit boys from Chicagoland. They don't need to." And yet when I was your age, this was the only thing that I thought about. I was consumed with getting a scholarship in the SEC. And God opened doors, truly. He gifted me, but he opened doors. And I got to choose between the University of Georgia and the University of Kentucky. They both offered me a scholarship, and I decided to go to the University of Kentucky. And so I went to UK. And there I was, 18 years old, a long way from home, playing in that SEC. And I thought that once I had that scholarship, I thought that once I was there doing what I dreamed that I would do my whole life, that would be the moment where I would feel fulfilled. But I got to tell you, in that moment, I was emptier than I'd ever been. I didn't know it then, but I know now that I made baseball a god. It's called a counterfeit God. What's a counterfeit God? It's the things in our life that overpromise and underdeliver. And baseball had become my God. I worshiped the game of baseball. It consumed my imagination. It consumed my time. It's all that I worked on. It's all that I wanted to do. And there I was as a freshman at UK, completely empty. Empty things fill themselves. And so I started to fill myself with the things of this world. Now, I know you don't know what the things of this world are, so let me just be specific. Things like sex. Have you guys ever heard of sex before? No? So you guys don't keep it real here? Okay. Partying, alcohol. Have you guys ever heard of this before? Yeah? Okay, this is interactive. You guys have heard of these two things? Okay. I was living the college lifestyle. I was a college athlete. And I began to fill my life with all the things that the world said that will fulfill you. Get the scholarship, get the girls, party on Monday through Monday. And I was emptier than I'd ever been in my life. Fast forward a few years, I was 21 years old. And that summer, I was playing baseball in Caracas, Venezuela. It was Father's Day. And a number of the guys on the team decided to go to church. I didn't like going to church, but I went with them. It was Father's Day. Thought this might be a good idea. Turns out the entire service was in Spanish, and I slept through all of my Spanish classes in high school. I understood cerveza and baño. That was it. And so there I was in a Spanish-speaking service in Caracas, understanding nothing, completely empty. And guys, I can't really explain what happened, but I know what I experienced. That day in that church service where I did not think anything would happen, kind of like probably this chapel that you're in right now. You're just going through the motions. I get it. But I was kind of going through the motions too. I was just there. Didn't think anything significant would happen. More than knowledge, because I had a lot of knowledge. I grew up in the church. My dad was a pastor. I didn't need knowledge that day. I needed a fresh encounter with Jesus. And I'm telling you, sitting in a church service where I didn't understand what they were saying, I encountered Jesus. And what I experienced in that day was this invitation that I just read to you about, Jesus saying to John at age 21, "Come follow me. Come follow me." And guys, I want to tell you that in that moment, I said back to Jesus the most powerful word in the English language, yes. I said yes to him. I had no idea what that yes would end up doing in my life. I had no idea how that yes would translate into more yeses down the road. I had no idea what hung in the balance. Neither do you. I had no idea that on the other side of that yes, I would finally feel fulfilled. I had no idea that on the other side of that yes, I would finally walk sexually pure. I had no idea on the other side of that yes, I could live a life that wasn't filled with guilt and regret. I had no idea that on the other side of that yes, I could actually make Jesus my God and actually perform with freedom and play better. That yes changed my life. Will you say yes? God bless you. Will you say yes to Jesus calling? Here's what I know. You know how to say yes. You've already said yes to things today. Hey, want me to get you Starbucks? Yes. Are you ready for summer break? Yes. Like you say yes to all kinds of things, to all kinds of people, asking you to do all kinds of things. But will you say yes to Jesus? What might Jesus be calling you to do? Isn't this amazing to think? Come on, that the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords is literally saying to every single one of you, come on, follow me today. It's an incredible thought to believe that Jesus is extending to every one of us in this room, faculty included, an invitation. The question is, will you say yes? What's he calling you to do? I don't know. He might be calling you to reconsider your college plans. You've already made your plans, and now you're asking God to bless your plans. And let me just kind of kindly, gently say it, that's not a great order. He might be asking you to go to a school that you never intended to go to. He might be calling you to go out for the football team next year or not. He might be calling you to do drama. You're like, bro, I can't sing. Well, there's other stuff you can do. He might be calling you to get involved in this student body so that you could see and experience this place for more than an education, but a place that can transform your life. He might be calling you to serve the community. He might be calling you to finally extend an invitation to that person sitting alone at lunch. He might be calling you to change up your friend group. He might be calling you to stop a relationship. He might be calling you to continue one or to start one. I don't know what he's calling you to do, but I know he's calling. Will you say yes? Coming back to the story in Mark chapter 1. Isn't it amazing that immediately they said yes? I've read this. I've preached on this. Maybe this is the first time you're hearing this story, but to me it's like, how? Why? What was going on in the lives of Simon and Andrew that they said yes without hesitation? Full send, didn't blink, yes. Why? Well, I want to spend 2 minutes giving you the context. And so here's the context. Simon and Andrew were Jews. They were Jewish boys. They were growing up in the first century. And you probably don't know this, but there was a rabbinical school that you would enroll in at the age of 6. John Mark Comer wrote about this in Practicing the Way, so I'll give him the credit for it. And so I'll go really quick. But at the age of 6, if you're a Jewish boy, you would enroll into this rabbinical school. And it started with Bet Sefer. Say it with me, Bet Sefer. Age 6 to 10, what did you do? You started to memorize the Torah, the first 5 books of the Old Testament. Imagine, Genesis, go. Anybody got it for me? I mean, maybe the first 5 words, very important words. All right, if you get to Leviticus, anybody got that one in their back pocket? Can you imagine memorizing the first 5 books of the Old Testament? Well, this is what they did in Bet Sefer, and if they did well, they got promoted to the next round. Bet Talmud, that's a fun one to say. Say it with me, Bet Talmud. Ages 11 to 14, what were you doing, boys, between the ages of 11 and 14? Were you going on to memorize the rest of the Old Testament? Because they did. No, you're like mastering Fortnite and other things. And so here they are, age 11 to 14, going on to the second level, memorizing the Old Testament all the way up to the book of Malachi. You want to talk about dialed in, locked in. These Jewish boys were all in. This is what they were dreaming because they were hoping and longing to get to this third phase, Bet Midrash. Bet Midrash. Say with me, Bet Midrash. This was at the age of 15 plus. And what would happen here if you made it to level 3, get this, stay with me, is you would be selected by a rabbi. A rabbi would be watching these boys as they would advance, and they would then select these boys to follow them. This is why the ancient Jewish blessing was, may you be covered in the dust of your rabbi. And so this is what would happen if you made it to this third phase. You would be selected by a rabbi, and this was their dream. Being selected by a rabbi was the biggest dream that they could have. I know it's not your dream, wasn't mine either, but this was the biggest dream a Jewish boy could dream. It was it. It was like winning the lotto. It was like a D1 scholarship. It was like getting into Harvard or Notre Dame or Wheaton College. It's like lifetime free chicken fingers from Cane's. Can you imagine? Being selected by a rabbi was the dream of all dreams, and it happened when you were a teenage Jewish boy. Yet here we are, Simon and Andrew, in this moment. How old are they? They're teenagers. And what were they doing? They were fishing. Why? They didn't make the cut, and they didn't make the team. Now, I want to give you a modern day equivalent. Let's go back to 1994, before you were born. In the mid-90s, that's when I was in middle school. And in the mid-90s, it was a great time to be a Chicago sports fan. I went to Medina Middle School before Lake Park High School. Every morning before school, we played basketball on the blacktop. And so there I was playing basketball. And I want you to imagine, because in this moment in the mid-90s, the guy, the GOAT, his name was Michael Jordan. I brought a picture, all right? Wow. Okay. It's just interesting. I'm just going to make a little observation. That's the most engaged you've been yet. I'm just going to say it. Some of you are LeBron James fans, and we're going to pray for you after service, okay? We're going to pray for you Because Michael's the GOAT. All right, so I want you to imagine with me for a second. Stay with me. I got 5 more minutes. Imagine with me for a second that there I am as a teenage boy playing hoops on the blacktop. And I want you to imagine a limo pulling in. And all of a sudden we stop playing and I'm holding the basketball. And out steps from the limo is this guy, Michael Jordan. Imagine, this didn't happen. You got to stay with me. I said, imagine, bro. Imagine if Michael stepped out of the limo, and imagine if he starts to walk towards me and my friends. Our mouth would be like absolutely jaws on the ground. And then I want you to imagine if Michael pointed to me and he said, John, come follow me. John, come follow me and I will teach you how to play basketball like me. What do you think I would do? I would say, yes. The story of my life, this would be the storyline of my life, that in a moment, in this instant, John, right, he left his trapper keeper and followed MJ. That would be the storyline of my life. Now, teachers, you know what a trapper keeper is. The students don't. That was in there for you guys. I wouldn't blink. Full send, immediate yes. Why? The greatest of all time just invited me to come and follow him so that one day I could play just like him. Simon and Andrew, stay with me. They're fishing. Why? They didn't make the cut. They didn't make it to the 3rd round. When did they drop out? I don't know. Why didn't they make the cut? They weren't enough of something. They weren't smart enough. They weren't dialed enough. They weren't something enough. And so what did they do? Well, they took up the profession of their family. They're fishing, not as a hobby. I fish as a hobby too. They're fishing as a profession. They're fishing to provide. They're fishing because this was their future. And I want you to imagine in this moment, Simon and Andrew standing there, and on the horizon, they see him. I can imagine Andrew grabbing Simon. Bro, you seeing this? Do you know who that guy is? He's walking towards us. I think that's the rabbi that they're talking about. This rabbi named Jesus, Jesus of Nazareth, the one that everyone is talking about. They're saying he teaches with an authority no one has ever seen. Simon, why is he coming towards us? What did you do? Did you say something? Are we in trouble? Why is he coming towards us? And then I want you to imagine there, standing right before them, is the King of Kings. The rabbi of all rabbis, whose yoke, teaching, is unlike any other yoke of all time. And in that moment, Jesus says to them a phrase they never thought they would ever hear. Come, follow me. Jesus is still inviting you. And the rabbi of all rabbis, King Jesus, he is approaching every single one of us in this room right now. And he is saying to you, and he is saying to you, and he is saying to you, come, follow me. What will your response be? I'm telling you, there's nothing like a yes to Jesus. He's calling, but will you answer? It's an incredible moment to know that he sees you. It's an incredible truth to know that God came for you. You didn't come looking for him. It's an important theological truth to understand that he loved you first. It's a mind-blowing reality to know that he sees something in us that we don't even see in ourselves. And he came to Simon and Andrew, who thought they'd spend the rest of their life fishing. And everything changed because of an invitation, and everything changed because they said yes. We are all born into the world looking for someone looking for us. And here's what I know. That quote is so powerful. Your whole life you've been wondering, is anyone looking for me? Well, Jesus is looking for you. And he is extending to you this incredible invitation today to follow him. The question is, will you say yes? Will you say yes? Not maybe, not let me think about it, not I'll get back to you after the weekend. Say yes. Say yes today. Say yes right now. Say yes when your friends won't. Say yes when it's unpopular. Say yes when no one's watching. Say yes when the group chat goes this way and Jesus is calling you to go that way. Say yes to Jesus. Do what Mary, David, and Esther did. Say yes to Almighty God who is calling you. Mary was a teenager when she said yes and carried Jesus. David was a teenage boy when he said yes and killed a giant. Esther was a young woman when she said yes and saved a nation. Did you know God has been using young people forever to change the world, and he hasn't changed. He's still doing this. He wants to use your life to turn this world upside down for the kingdom. This is what he wants to do. You got to say yes. Say yes to the hard right over the easy wrong. Say yes to the conversation you've been ghosting. Say yes to the apology you owe them. Say yes when you're nervous, when you're tired, and when you're afraid. Stop negotiating. Stop delaying. Jesus isn't asking for your weekends. He's asking for your whole life. And I'm just wondering, maybe there's just one student in here that's been negotiating with Jesus. But maybe, just maybe, today is a day where you give him your first and most honest yes of your life. Where you say, Jesus, here's my life. I say yes to you. The world is full of maybes. But can you imagine if this world, in this room, right now, was full of yeses to Jesus? Can you imagine? If every single one of us in this room, faculty included, had a yes ready for the invitation of a lifetime to say yes to him. Will you say yes? What's he calling you to do? Say yes. What's he calling you to stop? Say yes. What's he calling you to start? Say yes. If you would, bow your heads. Let me pray for us. God, I thank you for this student body, and I thank you for the freshmen, the sophomores, the juniors, and this amazing senior class in their final days here at Wheaton Academy. God, I thank you for this amazing faculty that pours out their life for these students. Come follow me. Holy Spirit, would you move powerfully in the room right now? God, I pray for every single person in this room that we would hear that invitation right now in our spirit, that it would be loud, that we would understand that Jesus is calling, and that we would say yes to the invitation. God, I thank you in advance for the lives that will be changed because of a yes to Jesus. I thank you right now, God, for the decisions that are being made, surrendering their life to Jesus, saying yes today and every day from this point forward. God, and I know, because this is my life story as well, is that everything changed when I gave my best yes to the greatest invitation. And so, Jesus, we say yes to you. We are amazed that you're calling us. We're blown away that you see something in us. And we're so grateful that you've been looking for us our whole life. We give you our yes today. And all God's people agreed and said, amen. Love you guys. See you soon.